The second thing that we need to look at is what I refer to as reflection. I want you to sit down and ask yourself a couple of questions. Number one, what really happened in the last 4 months? Okay? What really happened in the last 4 months? Okay? Or in the last 3 months? Did you study? Did you make time to study? How were your schedules like? Ask yourself this question. What really happened in the last 4 months? Number two, what happened in the exam hall? Okay, what happened in the exam hall? I need you to reflect on this well. Ask yourself, what happened in the exam hall? For some of you, you got into the exam hall and you blanked out. Everything was missing. You couldn't work with speed and accuracy. So you didn't fail the exam because you didn't know. You failed the exam because of what happened in the exam hall. So I need you to reflect. Sit down. Grab your diary and sit down uninterrupted and reflect over the last 4 months. From December, January, February, so 3 months probably. What happened in your life? Then, most importantly, in the exam hall, during that 3-hour period, did you do what you are required to do in the exam hall? Did you have any experience in the exam hall that affected your ability to pass the examination? You have to reflect on this. Because again, sometimes you fail the exam not because you didn't know, but you fail the exam because of some things that happen in the exam hall. And as I said, for some of you, it is timing. For some of you, it is speed and accuracy. For some of you, it is your ability to write fast. For some of you, it is your ability to punch things well. For some of you, you just became numb in the exam hall and there was nothing you could do. It was like there was no way out for you. What happened in the exam hall? Because if we don't know what happened in the exam hall, then my third thing is not going to work for you. So you have to sit down and reflect. Failing exam is not a good thing, but you have to reflect what happened. I have been in a position where I failed the exam over and over again. Not long ago, around last year, I was writing an exam. It was an online exam. I have studied, done everything that I have to do, spent money to buy books, pay for the examination, did everything. A little over 8,000 Ghana cedis for the paper. And I was ready to study. I was ready to write my exam. It was an online exam. So I have started. Yeah, I'm going through. Everything seemed okay. Everything I learned was coming. I was answering the questions and I was excited. 2 hours into the exam, my stomach started misbehaving. In other words, I wanted to poo. 2 hours into the exam, and I've spent money. It's an online paper. The proctor is there looking at you. You can't turn your head. You can't do anything. What am I going to do? And I thought I could hold on, but I couldn't. After a little over 5 minutes of that, I started sweating profusely. Then I intentionally asked the proctor, can I visit the washroom and come back? And she replied, it's not, you won't do, because I know it's not possible. So I had to choose either to sit down, poo-poo on myself, sorry if you are eating, poo-poo on myself and write the exam. Continue for the 1 hour so my money and my study time doesn't go to waste, or just let it go. Guess what? I couldn't do anything. So I just have to end the exam. And yes, I failed the exam. Why? It's not because I didn't learn. It's not because I didn't prepare, but because in the middle of the paper, my stomach started misbehaving. Who do I blame for that? Who? My house people? Hell no, they don't have a right over me. Who do I blame for that? It's part of life. And I failed that exam after spending all that money. Then I requested for a receipt. Oh, I thought everything has been done. This time around, I decided to make sure I poo-poo for the last time even before I come to sit and do my check-in for the exam. For the second time, I had done everything, check-in, and my exam has been open, and I have started answering the question. Guess what? My internet screwed me up. I couldn't do anything. That exam also, I lost it. It was on the third time that the same paper, I have to write it 3 times. That by the grace of God, no poo-pooing, stomach issue, no internet issue, because I had put in place some measures and had an extra internet backup even available online, paid for that and everything. And I was able to write the exam, and I now passed the exam. But look at the trauma. I've spent close to 30,000 on one paper that I should have spent a little over 8,000 on. The time, the money, and everything. But I wrote it definitely, and I passed the exam. That is what I am trying to tell you here. And this is the mindset part, and then the reflection part. Because sometimes it is not that you are not intelligent. Sometimes it is not that you suck. Sometimes it is not that you are a bad student. Sometimes there are situations that happen beyond your control, and you can't do anything about it. And that is why you cannot give up. That is why you can't stop. Because when you stop, then you have no testimony. If you stop, then you cannot advise anybody. If you stop, then there is no inspiration for the next generation. That is why I'm asking you, if you should stop when your child is going into trouble, or you have a friend going through something difficult, how do you inspire them? How do you tell them to keep going when you gave up on your journey, on your dreams, on your aspirations? So you need reflection. So I want you to sit down, maybe this night or whatever, grab a notepad. In the last 3 months, what really happened? Then in the exam hall, what happened? If you can write down some of the things that you think you did which contributed, or which may be contributing factors to failing the exam, or some of the things that happen in the exam, I want you to sit down, be conscious about this, sit down calmly and reflect each minute of the 3 hours in the exam hall and find out exactly what happened and write it down. That is the second thing, reflection. Because if you can reflect on your failures, you will know what to avoid and then plan for the future at the end of the day. And that is the second thing, reflection. So fix your mindset. You cannot give up. Failure is part of the journey. Number 2, reflection. What happened in the last 3 months? What happened in the exam hall? Reflect on it.